We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Yellow. Ready.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively,
there he goes left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Five nine. Crowd right. Set.
Herbert on first down now. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
59.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Hey, Kaplan. At the 43.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On first down, it's Herbert. ETN bringing in another one. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Ritter. And he will find his man Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Opposite. Green. Set.
Harris running straight ahead. Room here to run. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Black open.
Ritter back to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. It 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Another tote for Etienne. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 more on that one and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Etienne. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The Bucs at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gervon Dexter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Herbert just beat the play clock. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Go. Ready.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ritter. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
3-3. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Taken down at the 42. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Yellow, line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping this is going to break big and go the distance. When you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, here's Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
You tell it. Set.
Ritter now. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go. Set.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Herbert off of play action. That one deep for Hodgins. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Double 38.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job, though, defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. On the option right, Herbert. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Ram.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ritter with it after the play fake. His throw incomplete.
Let's get some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, This is a different game, but as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Gervon Dexter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Run! Drop right, drop right, drop right.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Kappa. Go. Hey, ram.
They snap it to Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fight, 60. Ready.
On the give, this is Harris. Taken down at the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. 5, 97.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Again, it's Harris. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Jack Fox set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hammond. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Run! 12. Hey, go Lion. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Why does it run?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, 14 yards. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Buccaneers 10. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Okay, right?
They hand this off to Harris. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run again with Harris. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down and 4.
Quick, yellow.
On the ground, it's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready. Black clock. Ready.
Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd and goal, Ritter with it. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, Ray. Home to trips right. Home to trips right. Hey, go lion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Crowd right. Wide in the hut. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle.